Hello,
Hello everyone.
Hi. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. 大家好。
Hello.
一
Hello
粒
everyone.
眼都未嘅喂。
Welcome to our least popular topic so far.
Yes.
But we're going to continue anyway, okay?
Yes, we are going to
Because
continue. Once we
we
start, we
very
have to continue.
yes, we're very consistent one, okay?
I think for so many episodes that we have done, okay? I think since day one until now, these Yi Jing topics, 64 Gua, I think is at least I think our top 3 least popular.
I agree. I agree.
But to show our determination, okay. So even though nobody
Yes,
is
we have
watching,
Yi. We have Big
Big
Queen has
One.
won.
So even though nobody is watching, nobody come on live with us, we are determined to finish the 64 hexagrams.
Yes, which will correspond with the first hexagram of today.
Correct. No wonder my Yi Jing divination class no luck go lah, think for so long already. Okay. Hey. So, of course, for our friends who just come in, okay, and help us to click all the like button, share button, subscribe button, okay. So, for those that accidentally come into the channel, all right. So, yeah, maybe hexagrams is not what you all like, okay. So, then never mind. Since you do not like eating hexagram that much, okay, then you share with people that you do not like very well also. So you share with them and make them purposely waste their time.
There's something very weird. I cannot see the live video in the channel, yeah.
Eh?
Thấy唔到咩? Okay, let me check.
I have to
You
find
mean
in the
in
live
YouTube?
tab. Never mind. I think people just can
Oh,
see the
but
live.
I'm seeing live.
Okay, good.
有啊，有咗。Okay,
Oh,
good.
okay, then good. So
Come
let us
in,
discover more
Huh?
about your hexagram, maybe through your 八字, who knows, because hexagram is the root foundations of all Chinese metaphysics. So therefore, I think
Okay lah.
for most of us, for those who already have a 八字 chart, at least maybe you know which pillar you may have that is resonate with the hexagram that we are about to talk about today. So it could be meaningful for you all to discover as well.
Indeed.
I think on top of that, I think today I will put in all the, if let's say you are this particular hexagram, so what will be your character, your character lah, okay? So you guys see whether it matches you or not lah.
Yes, matches
okay.
your theme of life or not.
好 agree.
好啦，所以我哋就開始啦。
We give more value.
Yeah, lor.
Oh yeah, by the way, at the end of the session, okay, so when all the 5 hexagrams finished, we will still do the any forecast or divinations that you guys looking at, okay. Of course, we also prepared that all of you now trouble free, okay, so very clear that nothing to ask, all right. So but anyway, we will see how lah. Okay, all right. 好啦噃，我哋就 start 咯。
Okay, This hexagram, this is us right now.
This we are
Okay.
in this state right now.
We are in this state right now. We're going to finish this, okay? 咬住牙根，
咬住
痛過
牙根。
Biting
我
it
哋
truth.
執我先啦，擠翻呢
biting.
隻。No matter whether no one gonna watch also, we are definitely going to finish all the 64 hexagram.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the unique perspective, ma. So despite like you see a fire burning, like overwhelming, we are brilliantly sharing. Despite we face some obstacle, we are still pushing it through because you see the thunder hexagram on beneath signifies that we will always do whatever it takes as long as we can help to share clarity, share ideas to help people to gain inspirations. So I think this is quite critical, especially time nowadays. People when they are looking for hopes, looking for inspirations, sometimes we may need to use brute force once in a while to push through. Otherwise, people may not notice our brilliance, right?
Correct. Actually, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. So therefore, for those who have Yi Chou day pillar, any pillar like year, month, day, hour pillar, because biting hexagram is related to Yi Chou. So therefore, if you have this pillar, then perhaps this is all resonate with your life, your theme of life, what you're going through during that period of time, or it will affect in your career, social, general luck, So therefore, do share with us if you have this pillar.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do you think, Pauline?
Yi Chou has the gift of resilience. So yes, I definitely agree that this hexagram will resonate with them. Okay, it's also to me, it's also about, like you say, clarity and decisive force because of the thunder hexagram at the bottom, but cannot bite too hard. Or brute force is brute force, but don't injure yourself. Or as Charmaine said earlier, just make sure you don't bite your tongue.
Yes, you can bite anything except for your tongue.
Yeah, if you happen to bite your tongue, then meaning that you are yit hei. Okay. So you need to drink beer lah, okay, or drink all the herbs tea to bring down the heat. Okay. So for those that who your correct if let's say this biting hexagram is in your chart, okay, so your characters tend to be you are survivals, okay, and then you are the fighter, and the more obstacles that you face, then the stronger you're going to be, right? And at the same time, you have very high a high expectation on yourself as well. All right. And then you are the type that you are constantly improving yourself, and also you are constantly elevating yourself. So it's either that you have this either call you a perfectionist, or simply because of you are equip yourself to get better. And usually with biting hexagram as in your chart, you are someone that who are able to work in big organizations. Okay, so and you can perform better in big organizations, or I mean in corporates lah. Okay, so working for others, then you can perform better. So this is your character if you have biting hexagram in your chart.
Also a bit argumentative.
Very argumentative. They are just trying to push their agenda. They just wanted to, push through certain belief system, idea that they have, and they will try to influence you to understand and look from their perspective, So therefore, they will have tendency to crave for attention once in a while. And in Chiman, this is also represent the fire, the hero star on top of Hamdor. So they need to showcase their ability. They are always position themselves like the Superman. I'm on the right timing to save the day, so no one can stop me. So therefore, this hexagram may also signify they could be very brilliant, but just as usual, just don't try to, oversteal the limelight. Don't over push your agenda, because eventually your ideas will eventually burn out, and then people can see you as the charcoal. Yeah. So therefore, if you have this pillar, don't try to keep steal away all the limelight lah. Give other people credit once in a while.
Okay, but whenever we see a biting hexagram it is not easy, okay, but it doesn't mean that it's not workable, all right? So it's not easy, but as long as you really bite through it, okay, you will get through it. Okay, so at least it's a good thing, okay?
Yep.
It's not that you bite also it's nothing gonna happen, okay? At least if you bite hard enough, all right, then you with the perseverance you can make it. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of strategy, this one is more about, when you try to solve some problem, you try to mediating disagreement, sometimes you do need to be more aggressive, be more firm on your ground, because you do have a very solid case, and it's worth for you to push through. Don't just wait to talk and waiting for the right timing. So you do need to be a little bit pushy once in a while, but still maintain the harmonious people willing to listen. Yeah, because when we use about strategy, this is a very powerful strategy in helping people mediating situations, being the right time, saving problem on the right time. It's also remind me of a word, saved by the bell. So therefore, this could actually help people to mediate dispute, disagreement, helping people to seek for justice and all about righteousness. So therefore, having this hexagram doesn't really mean all about struggling, While for us, we are fighting for share important knowledge, like all this Yi Jing hexagram, because it's the core foundations of what we learn. So therefore, we have a very strong purpose based on this hexagram.
Yep.
Next though.
Actually, Yi Jing is considered the basic the basic of all.
Yes.
Wow, next 山火品。
拗得夠實 ，beauty 嚟了。
Yeah, after you biting through all the circumstances, going through all the challenges, finally you can see the beauty of the mountain. So this is also reflecting the yin and yang, the light and darkness, and also the understanding beauty and substance. Okay, so here is basically means you have the light on top, on the mountain on top with the light on beneath. It help you to see the difference between the contrast difference between light and shadow that forms shape. So when we talk about sharing your personal preference, basically your physical appearance versus good looking or having substance, this is the balance between two. We need to have substance while we are branding ourselves, try to show off, trying to let people know more about us. But at the same time, we need to have the substance to carry our weight as well. So therefore, this hexagram reminds us both importance on being solid, being stable alone is insufficient. You do need to present yourself in the right environment as well. Yeah. Ladies.
Hi, Serenity.
Hi, Serenity.
Okay, so for me, this hexagram has a lot of interpretation depending on the situation. So usually for like business, interpret when it comes to businesses, then usually this could be saying like, hey, can you make your product more attractive? Okay, but if it comes to the different applications, then it could actually talk about how fleeting beauty is, or don't be so captivated by surface, look beneath. So to me, this hexagram very fluid, depends on the situation. What do you think, Shami?
Actually, for the they are very sensitive. Okay, very sensitive, and then instead of other than beauty or what, they are actually they have a similar character like eating God. So they have this kind of like they pursue on the feeling good. Okay, feeling good to them is very important. Okay, and then they are very sensitive, and also they like to pursue they are idealism. That's why I say very similar to eating God. Okay, so they are this type of if let's say on character wise, like if you have beauty in your chart, so this is you will like artistry things as well. Okay, anything that talks about like just now I say beauty, all this, so but yeah, the inner part, you have to be careful, look good from the outside, maybe then the inside, then you will tend to be a bit empty. Okay, but you have the wisdom, so it's just that you need to don't just looking at feeling good only. All right, yeah, so I think this is what you need to watch out.
Which of the 60 pillars is beauty?
Sorry.
Which of the 60 pillars the 家子?
鬼丑 this one is 鬼丑. Yeah,
Oh.
as I remember, it's 鬼丑.
鬼丑
鬼丑. They are all mysterious. Because normally 鬼丑 they will love all this mysterious art. They will have tendencies to study metaphysics, spiritual, personal growth, mentality, mindset. It's all about understanding all this mysterious art. So therefore, do any one of you have the 鬼丑 pillar anywhere in your chart? James, Yi Chou is just now. The biting hexagram. Now
Hello, James.
Yes, James. That was the Yi Chou is previous one. Now it's Gui Chou, the water ox, as I remember. Yeah.
Yes, Serenity. Long time we never see you online with us.
In terms of achievement, this is an ambassador star on top of a scenery door. So on top, ambassador represent trust, stability, progress, trustworthiness, studies, predictable, and the scenery is all about storytelling. So therefore, sometimes we have been working very hard. We have been sacrificed our work time to help to build trust and stability, but we may forgot about let people know what we have done. Yeah. So therefore, we need to balance both aspects as well. So we once in a while we do need to tell the story of our success, what problem we have solved, instead of just just stack it up in a collection. So you do need to present out, you need to tell the story. While for corporate, one of the cases that I remember when we talk about all these cases is the company who keep focusing on branding their logo, their design, their font, but they are not polishing their products or services. We experience a lot of people who done that because they feel that brand storytelling are critical, but how about the substance, the products, the services? So therefore, both need to balance. Like Pauline mentioned, this is critical, especially for corporate, personal growth, or people who are building their branding. I think this is core foundation layers.
Yes.
Actually, also, if let's say if you are so happen that if let's say you are an influencer, okay, or maybe you are an insurance advisor or you are a property agent, you are pursuing on some chances of under the limelight, okay. So then make sure that you really equip your inner self instead of just outside the look on the outside, okay. But you can make it, all right, and then but you must you have your idea, you are idealist, okay. So yes, be persist on your ideal, being an idealism, okay, but just make sure that you have substance. Substance very important. Otherwise, this one if you do not have that, you get the limelight, you will easily bocor. You will easily expose that empty can. Okay,
Yes, this is
so you need to make sure on that.
this is critical, yeah, because why? If you don't have the real substance, you keep telling the story, the branding, yeah, ended up you may meet this hexagram.
Peel.
One
改天你
after another.
Yeah.
来啦
So can you imagine? A lot of people they thought, never mind lah, people won't notice. Hey, people can feel, can smell, people can detect one, in the long run. They will do background check, like the Coldplay situations. You thought, wow, you just enjoy happy pompipi. You didn't know one screenshot can totally disrupt everything.
Actually, can I interrupt
Yes,
you?
please.
They caused their own problem. If they had made like nothing, no people would have just moved on. Nobody would have screenshot because of their very extreme reaction to being on camera. They attracted everybody's attention. Like, why? Why did you do that? If they had just gone like this, only inside the concert, he's not a famous CEO. So only in that concert, then everybody will just continue with the concert. But because
Because
of
you
that
know you have done
why-
something wrong.
reaction, so therefore here comes the peel hexagram.
That's why sometimes it is not always good that you are being easily recognized.
Exactly. So therefore, being branded or not to be branded, being known or not being known. So this is a critical issue that you all need to ponder once in a while now, because the pure hexagram, as you can see, the mountain is sitting on top of a very freaky, very fragile piece of land, because you have only one solid line in top here, only one solid line, and you can see all the rest is already peeled apart. So therefore, this signifies that whatever you're standing on right now is very risky, is going to be very fragile. They can't support you, things will be falling apart, things will split, and eventually you will collapse. So when this happens, it signifies if you receive this hexagram, yeah. And by the way, this is the hexagram for Gui Hai pillar. Gui Hai pillar. So how many of you have the water pig pillar? This year you have been, hopefully it's been peeling you gao already, yeah. So you need to let go. So when we see this hexagram, it signifies that there are a lot of things that you may not see. You are trying to pull things together while you know that it's time for you to let go. You can't really save everything. You can't try to pull them back, but it's about managing the collateral damage. This is sort of like, control explosion. Some building you need to torn them down by putting explosive. This one is more about control destruction. In order for you to build something new, you need to manage it. So you have to manage from top, from the most stable ground, looking down and solve whatever is possible. Don't try to get rid of them at once, because once you get rid at once, it's going to be very, freaky, very dangerous. So therefore, this when you receive this hexagram, you need to first stop doing whatever you're doing, slowly from top, managing down to the bottom. Don't try to dig and eradicate the core foundations of whatever you feel could be jeopardizing.
You know what this hexagram reminds me of?
Mm.
You know the game Jenga?
Yes.
With the Jenga right at the point when everything about to fall. This is hexagram. First time I learned this hexagram, that was in my head, Jenga. So basically, for me, this is talking about weak foundations. Certain structures are weak, no longer serving, no longer aligned. Need to relook, as Jonas said, top-down look. Okay. Sorry, Charmaine, go ahead.
Because the pill the pill is not all bad, okay, because for character wise, you will tend to you are someone very fluid, Okay, so actually you have a lot of ideals, and then you actually always moving ahead on trends. So you can, because sometimes it's like but if because you have all these good ideals, okay, and then you are very good at researches, all this, because your resources is good. So but because when you have this, doesn't mean that you can use this to work on something immediately. Okay. So if let's say you are having this in your chart at the same time, when you plot a hexagram, and then you got the pill as well. So that tells you that even though you have very good idea, very nice idea or whatever, but don't do anything yet. Okay, so or when you do also, you will tend to meet some obstacles. Okay, the timing is still not right yet. Okay, but for character wise, actually, it's very good that usually things get turns around, or things whenever that you feel hopeful, somehow it peel when you feel hopeful, and then somehow you peel off, and then you are rebirth, or you have something new come up again.
Yes, which leads
So
to the next one.
oh,
Which leads to the
by the
next.
way, for Serenity, just to let you know, when you do your divination, when you got your divination already, although you have the elements, all right, so produce out, control in, all those, okay. So looking at the whole hexagram is another layer. Okay, so sometimes you just want to check whether the energy is so strong. So when it is so strong, everything was synchronized. All right. So when it's not, then you just look at it. So you just use hexagram as an added layer to check on it.
Yeah, okay. So from
Okay.
that hexagram, from peeling, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention about peel hexagram in Chiman is about the ambassador star on death door. So therefore, when death door signifies it's time for you to end something because you have been working very hard. Ambassador is about someone who have been putting a lot of effort to manage everything, but you know that if you keep managing, try to control something that is decaying, is no longer meaningful, especially for example, like relationship. When the relationship can no longer work, despite you have a lot of fear, but you're still clinging on it, you try to hold on to it, eventually things will erupt, and it will just totally torn your stability apart. So therefore, that hexagram remind us to prepare how to manage the removal, to give birth to new opportunity. Things need to end. It's not trying to holding on to it. It's just managing the restart, the ending, and to plant the seed for the next opportunity. Like for example, the returning hexagram, this is very powerful, as you can see, because from this is total reversal from the previous one. Just now, the yang line is on top. Now the yang line is coming from beneath. So signifies new life has just begun, especially in the first line. The bottom line represent growth begin, starting. So therefore, you will be seeing the brand new energy is taking toll. It's time for comeback. This represent a big major coming back.
轉來咯.
Yes, 轉來咯, finally.
轉來, come home.
Okay, so therefore the thunder hexagram, this is the returning. Returning is the 甲者, wood rat. How many of you have the wood rat in your year, month, day pillar? Congratulations. You are making a major comeback after the clash next year. So that's why this year keep returning, keep growing. Next year it's time for you to revamp all over again.
Don't rush.
So what do you think about this, Pauline?
I actually like this hexagram because it signifies to me like a breakthrough for the little seed from under the ground to push through. And so it also signifies, in a way, breakthrough. It takes a lot of determination to do that. And at the same time, it could be kun can be mother. And so it's like a mother being protective of Zhen is the son, also the mother being protective of the son. So a feeling of protection during a time when you are a small seed like this, a small plant like this is vulnerable, so you are being protected. So this is a nice. To me, sometimes it can be said like returning is go back to your safe space.
Okay, very helpful person. If let's say whoever has this, then you are a very helpful person. Okay, so you are as long as people ask you for any help or assistance, then you are sure okay one. All right, and then also relationship is good. But the interesting part on this hexagram is because it's a good one, okay, a good hexagram. But do you know that because in all the hexagrams there is this like a poet kind of, you know, like a poem, okay, so for all the different hexagrams, okay, but reading the poems alone is not really good one, you know. So you will have like the one that will help you, or your nobleman will ended up become will become a complainer, okay. And then you will have gossip like just come up from nowhere, okay. It will just suddenly it just come out on that. And then you will tend to be this is what 憂愁啊，憂愁啊係咩啊？憂慮啊，suspicious 啦，worrisome 啦，okay, you will tend to have this, and you are always indecisive. Okay, so from the poems, because 若尖似卦不相和. Okay, so meaning when you get this hexagram, there is no peace. Okay, so you won't make peace with anyone. All right, so 憂慮愁閒無定奪. Okay, so meaning that you cannot make decisions and you always worrisome and all this. Okay, 因人無疑反成怨. Okay, 因人 is the one, the nobleman okay, 是非平地起風波. Okay, so from the poem itself, it's just no good, you know. But if add in all the others, the whole thing to look at it, actually this person is nurturing. Okay, so it is good. And then as long as persevere, then the hexagram also tells that you will get through the things one, and then good will return back. Anything that not good, you know, will pass. So that's why actually sometimes this is the fun part about Yi Jing, you know. You cannot just base on the text alone to talk about it, because the whole things all comes together.
Sure, tell the wrong advice to people. Immediately divorce lah, separate lah.
This part here, you know, when we sometimes when you go to the temple and then you go and, you know, the stick, you go and shake the stick. But when you shake the stick, it will come up with one, and that is exactly this kind of poems you will get, you know.
Yes.
Scare people.
Scare.
So if you bump into the person there, okay, the decipher there, who reads purely based on the poem, gone case. Gua become a chim already, okay? So a good one become a bad one.
So therefore, for me, I think in Chiman, the top one represent green star, very, like Pauline mentioned, Kun Gua is very nurturing. Below is the harm door. So therefore, when this happen, right, then you will discover that when we are putting a lot of effort to make things happen, sometimes most of us are seeking for nurturing support. And once we receive sufficient healing, gone through sufficient time of recovery, rejuvenations, then we can slowly build up our momentum to make major breakthrough. So in terms of Chiman perspective, this is all about building momentum after we've gone through a lot of illnesses, a lot of problem, a lot of challenges, and now we are in the time to make a major comeback. It's a time for us to make a second move, like we are coming back to build a better momentum, build a better directions for our life. So this is all for relationship can also signify maybe the both of you need to take a break to clear your mind and reconcile again and see what journey that the both of you have been through and what all this previous sadness, all this drama, all this experience, all this problem have taught the both of you, and are the both of you willing to work things out together. So this is sort of like giving you both a second chance of energy of renewal. So I think this hexagram is very powerful for those who are going through inner awakening. Means basically they are going through a tough situations. They are seeking for the next directions. While here is telling you it's time for you to take a break, to rejuvenate, to rest, to gather your strength. It's not worthy of you to keep pushing through despite I know you are currently in a tough situations. Therefore, you further need to reserve your energy for a meaningful battle instead of trying to push through, trying to basically push your body beyond what your body can cope with.
But for Christian's question, okay, Christian, just to clarify on
it's
this,
question
all
mark.
right? Yeah, because Christian asked like, okay, let me put up here.
Yeah.
All right. So hi, what's hexagram 24 means if someone has relationship problem and asking if it will be better. Okay. So this is provided that if let's say someone is asking you on the relationship problem, and then so happen this hexagram pops up. Okay. So then you can use what Jonas explained just now to talk about a relationships to this. Okay, it's not an end. This part here is not an end. This part here is just tells you that both of you needed some time to calm down, cool down, and then talk it out. Okay, and then make things work again. All right, so it's not the end of the relationship for this hexagram. Okay,
Yeah, right now
so
the both of you need to nurturing the mindset need to shift towards empathy, nurturing, give more love, understand what they are struggling through.
and also, but if let's say this is in your natal chart, doesn't mean that your relationship is what we're saying just now, So this hexagram does not talk about your relationship in your natal chart, yeah. Okay, because your natal chart you have few, so don't be carried away because by that. So whatever that's explained here mainly is, let's say, like, is part of it, it's not all of it. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I think Christian, will this answer your question? Because this also signifies reconciliations. The both of you need to really let go your own concern and willing to open discussions and willing to listen from different perspective and in a more nurturing mindset. Then things can come into a better agreement. Okay, unless you say,
Right.
unless you're very
Okay.
defensive, I have
Yes.
done nothing wrong.
This one. It's
Yeah.
not my fault.
It's not my fault.
I think this is very
nothing wrong.
common.
If
This is very common.
If that CEO discovered this hexagram, then it shouldn't work out and in such a way. It will not end in such a way.
So kesian. Don't simply. Oh, by the way, this actually, of course, if let's say you guys are seeing all these, strange things that is just the like you cannot hide all your secrets. You were prone to found out. Okay, so this is where period 9 is. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do anything wrong, okay? So don't lie or whatever, you will get caught.
So therefore, for those who have 己丑, earth, ox, pillar anywhere in your chart, well, this is your hexagram.
Integrity, lor. I got nothing to say about this hexagram. You just have to act with integrity. Full.
Yeah. In Chiman, this is the top is the 前个 is a heart star, and the bottom one is the harm door. So therefore, 天雷五王, so it basically signifies that if you have done nothing wrong, you have done whatever you should have, you have clear yourself, you have done everything in the proper term, then you should not worry about anything unless you have done something hanky-panky, like the recent case. Then of course you will be bombarded with a lot of potential risks. But if you have done nothing wrong, you are very clear, then you just keep moving on. And you don't need to worry about, the thunder strike and all this weird stuff. You don't need to care because you are clear and you're very genuine. You are very sincere from deep bottom inside. So therefore, this hexagram is very clear. It's like, if you have done nothing wrong, you don't need to be worrying all these noises. And secondly, the heaven represent the creator and allowing the harm door, the flow of nature to let themselves unleash themselves. You don't need to purposely control. You don't need to purposely form and shape how people have to be working out. For example, like some baby are born to be hyperactive because those are their nature. So you don't need to purposely form them, try to, make them fit into the culture, fit into, some kids, they are ADHD or they have difficulties in memorizing text informations. Maybe they are more physical, hands-on. Those are their nature. So we don't need to enforce using our human interference to shape, to modify, to try to make them fit into our criteria. Let the creator show the power of creations upon you. Shamin?
The correct character for the without wrongdoing is you are someone that who is very outspoken, okay, and very righteous. So you are the type that when you feel like this, then you will say it out. Okay, so you will tend to make a lot of enemies. Okay, because of you're being so vocal and outspoken. Okay, so this is one part that you will have to watch out. All right, but in fact you are because you are you are one that who always speaks out your mind. Okay, so then that's why all you need to do is you just make sure that when you say things, when you say, you need to learn the what's that, the skill of communication. Okay, so but you are very sharp. Okay, so things comes to you, you can respond very fast on. All right. So but you see, sometimes when we respond very fast, so it's good, you are but you do not need to be reactive. Okay, so it is good to be sharp, it's good to be fast.
That CEO.
Because you're mishandling on how you react, lor. That's why, lor. When thunder strike, then you happen, lor. Yeah. Your webcam blur again.
Your webcam don't like you.
Yeah. Okay, for relationship, generally speaking, this is it's all about authenticity and sincerity will attract the right candidate. You don't need to overdo things. You don't need to pretend. You don't need to act or try to manipulate.
Don't play games.
Don't try to play game with it. Don't try to play hard to get. Just be yourself. You will eventually the real you will attract the right person coming into your life, rather than they are attracted to the fake one, the fake version of you, like Hong Jie. Just how these two try to find out more information. They still
I'm
feel
dying to see the 八字 chart.
But I think, but Hong Jie is famous among the Chinese society now, okay? But because for our friends, many are from overseas, okay?
they may
So
not know.
just to give you a short story, okay? So there's this red auntie, okay? No,
Red
we call
uncle.
Hong
Uncle.
Jie.
On
Hong
TikTok,
Jie.
on TikTok
Hong
it's called Red Uncle. Sorry, continue.
Red uncle ah? Oh,
Red
okay, red
uncle.
uncle lah, huh? Okay, yeah. So this red uncle, he disguised himself as a lady, okay? So a 50 years plus
cross-dressed.
lady. All right. So then the man actually talked to him, somehow they just hook up, and then she offered free services. All right. So free services, but not entirely free. So people who visit this guy who visit her has to bring either rice or toilet paper, okay, or fruits, watermelon, all right, and then she will provide the free service. And because of this, and she managed to hook up with 1,691
people.
guys. Okay. Yeah. So this is it is a very wild story. Because of this story, now everyone is in confusion. All right, whether should be a guy or should be a girl, or so all the guys, are they straight or are they bi or are they, so nobody knows now, all in confusion. All right. Yeah, so this is about her, about him actually, okay. Yeah.
Why we know leh? Okay. The story is because the hexagram already show you lah. Top is a guy, pretend in a lady. So therefore, work or not work, it work. So therefore, people who
1691, okay?
Yeah, Lord.
You count 1 year 365 times 3 is how much, you tell me?
it's not easy.
I think these numbers, he has been accumulated 3 years.
Okay.
So therefore, he's a
Okay,
record
so
holder.
yeah, so and lately this number is also, I'm going to continue buying it for 3 years also.
So therefore, this one ngao ji都照食, able to push through, able to bite through, and plus some more can scenery, heroes are all the record,
So that's
all
why
his adventure has been shown on video.
I just want to see the person.
that's why Serenity, it is like, so yeah, so it's so confused, right? So it's either uncle or Miss Hong. So now we do not know.
Yeah. But at least we know that person is a very nurturing, very supportive, but right now sitting on queue, everything is just collapsed. So right now we all can see the movie lor. So those who are innocent, unfortunately it's going to be a tough challenge lah. But hopefully you all can restart, return to your root, your safe space, and you can find a place to make a major comeback after this incidents.
Well done, using all the hexagrams. Well done.
All right. Okay. So we've done all the 5 hexagrams today. All right.
Seeing Serenity says, I wonder that the Pakwa divination for 1691 shows. Aha, Charmaine.
Interesting. Okay.
Time to show. Interesting. That's a great question.
Let us see.
Yeah.
Oh, this one must use calculator.
We let her calculate first, so then we blow water first, okay?
Yeah. Meanwhile, you all can ask any question, right? But this one is also a very unique case, like the hexagram that we are showing. Actually, it's all related to recent. There's a lot of scandal has been unleashed. So some people feel that I still can fight and still can defend myself despite everything has been leaked out. And most of them already standing on top on a very fragile land or fragile environment. So hopefully they can manage the collateral damage or manage the entire process. I know it's not easy, but at least you are aware of what strategy that you can deploy right now. So I think while Charmaine is still laughing like so happy, I think she have discovered
You
something
know
new.
what? You know what? Just now our is actually on the kun on top and then the Li Gua at the bottom.
Wow. Kun on top.
Kun on top,
Li
Li at the bottom.
火地盡 There's advancement. 火地盡 Yeah, 火地盡。
地火明義嘛，
地火明
義嘛。
火 on top 嘛。
火 no, the 火 on at bottom. 地火明義。
地火明義啊！哇，地火明義 still.
But you know no, actually no, you don't use this first because the earth is actually the kun ma. Okay. So and then the fire, so the earth and fire. See, he actually demonstrate a very nurturing, very caring character. And then he disguised himself as a woman. So it's actually his squire, I mean, when you look at
light.
it.
That's dimming light, right?
Yeah, dimming light is 35. As I remember, it's still. You all have to wait the next few sessions. As I remember, it's 35.
Let me see. Another. I try to see what else can get here.
But it's fascinating. Very nurturing, and then after got action some more. Not bad. And make some of them keep coming back, return for more, right?
Yep. Yep.
Successful indeed.
So interesting.
Not simple. Very interesting.
So in future, when ladies, when you go for dates, no need to dress up or put on so much makeup because if you Google what he looks like that can 1691, So don't waste so much time and effort, okay? Just do whatever feels good to you.
Yeah, lor.
And then I didn't count the process, okay? I just look at the end result, okay?
Okay.
The end result is the water on top, okay?
Can on top.
And then the fire, the fire is at the bottom.
Wow,
okay?
complete there.
Can
So-
on top, Li at the bottom. Can
water
on
ma.
top, Li. What top water, right?
水火經紀啊
Yes. So
accomplish 嘛
Accomplish.
accomplish
水
ma.
火經紀嘛
So you see, because
Got
fire
it.
is her, fire is him. Okay,
Mm.
sorry. So I mean the self is him,
Mm.
all right. So and the use is outside, so the use change. So the outside after that, the water actually counter the fire. So the outside world now, the water is pouring in on him. Okay, so that's why he actually dim lor.
Dimming light.
So wow, actually, wow, wait, suddenly I have goosebump
Never mind lor.
because we are still talking about instead of him, we are still using he as she, quite often, so and then 50 over ma. So I mean, 係淑女啊，即是
離卦
Li Gua is 淑女嘛, so
You
elderly
mean
lady.
he
So
position himself as a 50-something lady?
50 or
Ah.
50 something only. Okay. So which actually fits under the Li Gua also.
Never mind, lor. Right now, take a break first, lor. After
Nurturing.
that, coming back.
So if let's say without not looking at the whole hexagram, if just say looking at the elements alone, okay? So then you see the water actually counter him at the end.
So excited.
You are right, Serenity. Actually, it is so nice that you bring this out. So it's so fun to look at it now.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Now I am totally satisfied. Okay, at least I don't get to see the parts. I get to do this.
Yeah, lor.
uh,
At least this one
uh,
a lot of story as well.
yeah, okay, interesting. All right, okay. So of course, if let's say you guys interested to find out more, okay, to come to this, the class is actually happening on this weekend. All right. So if you haven't, or maybe you missed that, or maybe you thought that, oh, that was too early, so now so it's like 2 days later. All right. So if let's say you guys are interested, come and check out the workshop. Okay, so 2 days, altogether 5 hours. Then you will get the cheat sheets. You will get actually I will provide you templates, just in case of you scared that the calculations are not right, so you can use the Excel to double check on the calculations. Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good. Wait. How about this one? The
Yvonne say
retreat.
her eyes are so puffy, but I did say, next time go for date, no need to dress hot, okay?
Yeah,
Because
lor.
apparently that one also will do, okay?
That one also work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, yes, the tarot class. Okay. So, any one of you that missed this, or you think that you want to come in, join the class. The class is actually happening on, what date I put already? I think August and September. All right. So you guys can scan the QR and check it out. Okay.
Okay.
Because I
Good.
feel like, okay, must stop. Yeah, Yvonne. Actually, for his case, I have to be very conscious to talk about as him. Okay. Yeah. So
But the thing is, a lot of the guys actually are quite good looking.
yes,
I heard that also. They
that's
say
the thing.
some of
You
them are very
know?
muscular, very good looking.
Yes. It's not like they are completely, like
Knocked
incels,
down.
okay?
Ayo, it's not the ayo type.
Yeah,
Okay.
lor.
Ah,
It's the wa type.
ah. It's
That's why I
like the
was like,
type of guy that you would think would not have any problems with on the dating scene at all. Okay? But
Okay, so actually, I think definitely she is no, he is someone very interesting. Okay, so
I think
he actually like opened up a Pandora box. All
yeah,
right.
lor. Open up new opportunity, new belief system.
okay,
Mm,
I think this. Can I share? I
Yes.
think now,
yeah.
number one, he definitely triggered his peach blossom in his house. Okay, 100%. Now,
Yeah, I think so.
and
Yes,
number
must
two,
be.
actually, this is not acknowledged, but sexuality happens on a spectrum. Same like all this, like ADHD, dyslexia. That's all part of the spectrum as well, because we're all different. We work on different frequencies. So what the Pandora box that he has opened is that you can no longer deny or force men into this really small space that is what is heterosexuality. Okay, that there now needs to be maybe a acknowledgement. I doubt it. May need more conversation before it can happen. Okay, because with men, there's always like, oh, you're either straight or gay. That's it.
Hmm. Now you
Okay.
have the new gray areas.
There's a lot of gray areas.
And from my side of research, I noticed there's more cross-dresser nowadays. Yeah, it has been significantly increased, and include some of my clients. They also share this kind of finding with me that I discovered. Actually, initially I thought what's going on. I don't know if it's feng shui or it's because of the social stress or what. But there are all these cases is popping up. So that's why after Miss Hong cases, I further wanted to dive deep to find out more of this kind of pattern, what is going on, because it is very obvious. Yeah, the case is very significant.
Actually, more cases like this is
Well,
also because at the same time,
Mm,
a lot of people are exposed into social media.
mm,
And then are we actually also in a way influenced by
yes,
whatever that we are
that is
seeing and
one.
watching?
mm,
That
So then we didn't even realize that we are being influenced by it.
yeah.
Okay,
or
so
the other way around would be, now because of social media, you have this seed of that desire,
Mm,
and because of social media, you now have validation.
yes.
Whereas in the past, there would have been no validation. You would have been shamed, you would have been
Yes.
scorned, you would have been suppressed, and you wouldn't dare. Okay, but because of of social media these days, because you have a seed already that I would like to try, and then you see other people doing that, and you're thinking, oh, okay, maybe I give it a shot. Okay. Yvonne said he may have tie-in pairing with
Mm.
auspicious stars in his 紫微斗数 chart.
Could be because we can't access, we can't figure it out, we can't find his chart. So therefore, it's very, too bad. It will be fascinating case studies. So we can use divination system like
And if
Yi
he knows his
Jing.
date of birth, please
Yeah, please
PM me.
please do inform us, and we can do a case studies, because this is considered sort of like a KOL, the leader of a century. So I think this is worthy to study for most of us, to help more people to aware, such as what Pauline already mentioned. Because nowadays we can easily find our tribes, our group, and we will
Mm,
realize that our all the stuff that we have been suppressing actually is where we wanted to look for an environment that is conducive for us to be
mm,
authentic ourselves. So
ex-
that's why. Mm. Yes, Charmaine?
but I think they are these two school of thoughts. Okay, one is, yeah, you have the seed. Okay, or maybe another thought is that, because sometimes thought is like this: if you are not being planted any thought about it, you will not think of anything of it. But once you've got the idea, then this idea become a seed.
mm.
So it's
It's
either
growing.
which
Yeah, it's
There
been
must
nurtured.
always be
so
this
it's
side.
which
Yes. Mm. It
Uh,
could be either,
okay.
of course,
Oh,
because the yin
see,
and yang.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So that's why, okay, because of him. Okay, so now this whole thing is like, oh, wow, okay. That's why the July has been very interesting. All right. So the July is not about the how much the crypto, the Bitcoin went on the highest point. Okay, so it's actually about, oh, this Hong Jie become famous. The
It's
July
become
is
really
interesting.
famous. And guys, first, this is just a preview for upcoming years, yeah. So therefore, as you all already know, yeah, most of the
Mm.
timing that we are seeing right now, the pattern is just 10-15% preview of what to come next year and years ahead. So we'll be noticing a more prominent growth. So therefore, I think this is a good time for us to take this as sort of like a case studies to prepare to do more learning and research about this. So I think that would be a very fascinating case studies for everyone to
Mm.
learn as well.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
so what we will be talking
Okay. So
next week.
we will see you. Next week is the forecast already, right?
Next week is 八字 forecast. I
Oh,
think.
yeah, not so fast already. Okay, good.
Yes. Next
So
week
that will
is
be at Pauline's channel already next week, okay?
Okay, see you
So
all
we
in
will
Pauline's
see you
channel.
all. Bye.
Bye-bye.